Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we've got another sit down overview sort of type of video, you know. Anyway, so we are talking about the Pixel 2, the new, well, it's not even released yet, but newly announced Pixel 2. So as of today, which is 22nd of October, it was released about announced a couple of weeks ago. No, yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Now, so the release of it, of the Pixel 2, is October 31st. Which is released very soon actually. It'll probably be out by the time this video is out. And then the Pixel 2 XL is set to release November 15, 2017. Obviously 2017. As of now, October 15 as of the day, so I'm reading off a doc that I've written. The base model starts at 64 gigabytes for $1,079. Now that's going quite close into Apple territory there. And the Pixel 2 XL starts at 64 gigabytes for $1,399. That's expensive. That's really in Apple territory there. Okay. So the Pixel 2 has a f1.8 lens, which is gonna help it in low light situations. So it's gonna be a very good phone for low light situations. And it sports a 2.6 inch 12.2 megapixel sensor. That is very interesting because nowadays every phone, iPhone 7, iPhone 8, iPhone 8 XL, the new Samsung Galaxy S. I've lost count of the Samsung Galaxy, to be honest. You know, almost every phone with an amazing camera has 2 cameras, but this only has one 2.6 inch 12 megapixel sensor. So yeah, that's quite interesting how they did that. But DxOMark, if you don't know what DxOMark is a huge company that tries out almost every photography project photography product that comes out. They tried this out and gave it a 98 out of 100. Which is the highest rating they've ever given a smartphone. They gave it 99 for their photo and 96 for their video, which is, they quoted DxOMark gave the phone overall score of 98, quoting this: "The Google Pixel 2 is the top performing mobile device camera we've tested, with a record-setting overall score of 98. That is, woo. So at the time, the original Google Pixel, the first one, was considered the best, had the best camera on the market last year, and then the iPhone 8 came out and destroyed that. But the title for the iPhone 8 was short-lived, and the Google Pixel 2 just... It's amazing though, it only has one sensor and it only needs one sensor. I'm gonna go into the portrait mode soon, because that's very interesting. Now the video, if you're a video dude, the iPhone 8 is actually in some ways better than the Pixel 2 when it comes to video. I'm gonna be simple with you. Okay, so where is the video? Oh, here we go. So the phone also has great video capabilities. It has maximum resolution of 4K at 30, which is, wow, 1080p, 30, 60, or 120 frames per second, and 720p at 240 frames per second, which is really quite good. The front camera does 1080p and 30 at 30. So they fused optical image stabilization and electric image stabilization. So you get this stabilization in your video that is like gimbal, like a gimbal like footage, which is wow. And it has laser focus, which will ensure laser autofocus, precise, smooth, and fast autofocus. Okay, so talking about, the portrait mode. The portrait mode is where it gets interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over here, actually. So the portrait mode, so because it only has one sensor, it does some interesting stuff. Okay, so the Pixel 2's camera module only has a single camera. Instead of adding a second camera, it makes use of a dual pixel camera. Which divides each pixel in half, allowing for faster autofocus and portrait mode. With a single camera instead of two, the split pixels act as a second lens, capturing a perspective that's slightly offset from each other. So basically the pixels determine, sorry my mic, let's dig into my skin. The dual pixel tells what is human and what isn't human. So that's how it works out, the portrait mode. Whereas on iPhone 8 or iPhone 7, it uses the two sensors. You know, it's an interesting way they do it, but it's not gonna be any different to the iPhone 8. All right, it's it's got, you know, it's just as good as the iPhone 8 and probably actually better. Now, this is very nice. So, like the original phone, they used Google Photos on it. So that means they had unlimited image storage and video storage. So with the Pixel 2, again, you get unlimited image and video storage. So theoretically, if you only took photo and video on your phone, then you'll never run out of space. That's very cool. That's very cool. Just like me being a photographer, and being able to do that stuff, it would be just being able to always have space on my phone, because in here I got a 128GB SD card, plus I've got 32 internal storage. I always would love to have more storage. This is actually to combat, because if you have an iPhone or something, you'll know about this, and if you use Apple a lot and things like this, is actually to combat the fact that you always get those same messages saying your storage is full on iPhone. I love it. I love it how they've done that. Now, I don't have it here, but the colors of the Google Pixel. Oh goddamn, I love Google. So they made fun of Apple in a few ways. One of them being your storage is full thing. They did there was a really funny part in the release date of it where they made fun of Apple in several ways. One of them being how they name the phone, the colors of the phone. So there's clearly white, just black, and I think it's almost blue or something like that. Hang on. Okay, so yeah, just black, clearly white, kind of blue, and black and white. You gotta love them. Okay, now here comes all the screen specs. Now most of the stuff I actually don't know about, but I just don't understand a lot of it. But I do understand quite a bit of it. So this is half of it is jargon to me. But I'm learning it. Anyway, but you guys hopefully will understand this. The Pixel 2, non-XL, so it's not XL, alright? Features a 5-inch AMOLED screen with a 100,000:1 contrast ratio, which is incredible. I think it's good. But I know that the iPhone X is better. Maybe even the iPhone 8. So it has 1080 by 920, 16:9 resolution, includes 4GB of RAM, a Snapdragon 835 octa-core processor, which is meant to be just snappy and just so quick and amazing, and a 2700 mAh battery, and weighs 143 grams. The Pixel 2, so I'm talking about the Pixel 2 XL now, features a 6-inch POLED screen with 1440 by 2880, 18:9, same contrast rate. Oh, so it has 100,000:1 contrast ratio. RAM of 4GB of RAM and the same Snapdragon 835 octa-core processor, and a substantially larger 3520 mAh battery, and the Pixel 2 had a 2700 mAh battery, so that's much bigger, and it weighs 175 grams. Look, yeah, I am incredibly excited for this phone. It's gonna push photography, smartphone photography, the next step forward, just as Google Pixel did the first one did last year. Also, that reminds me, talking about all that reminded me of this, the fast, I think it's mega or ultra fast charging. Now that you can, I think it charges to 80 or 90%, not full, but 90% or something like that. You'd have to search it up. In 15 minutes, which is, wow. If you know, that's quite dangerous for your battery. But if you're ever in a really big hurry, then, you know, it could be good. I just realized I talk a lot with my hands, don't I? Overall, I really think this phone is gonna be an amazing one. They brag about it, world's best smartphone camera, in brackets, again. Oh, it's just amazing. Let me tell you, they're amazing. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Look, yeah, so I have a blog post about this. I'll include that in the description, plus the link to either pre-order it or buy it, or to probably just have a look at the specs. And in the description, I will also include the link to my website if you want to go have a look. Plus, my blog post will be on that site. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I am excited for this phone. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.